The reappearance of the world teacher / the Christ principle / they are coming. What if I told you that the figure humanity has long awaited, a teacher, a savior, a guide, may already be here, preparing to reappear in our world? Across cultures and beliefs, the faithful have looked to the horizon for a sign. Christians anticipate the return of Christ. Buddhists await Maitreya Buddha. Hindus call for the reappearance of Krishna, and Muslims hold hope for the arrival of the Imam Mahdi. But what if all these names, all these traditions, point to one unifying principle, a single cosmic truth that transcends religion? Today, let us delve deeper into the Christ principle, the concept from which all realities arise and through which all things find their meaning. This principle is embodied in the manifestation of Lord Maitreya. The universal law of cyclical appearances. Throughout history, the Christ principle has not manifested as a singular being, but as an energy that guides and transforms. Thousands of years ago, it overshadowed Krishna. During his mission on earth, it overshadowed Jesus. Now, teachings suggest the time has come again. But this time, the world teacher will not come alone. Ascended masters, the custodians of humanity's progress, will walk beside him, helping to awaken a new era of consciousness. The signs are all around us. Humanity stands at a crossroads, facing challenges that often seem insurmountable. When we feel we've exhausted all resources, reached the limits of our ingenuity, we instinctively turn to something greater, a mediator, a savior, someone who can bridge the gap between our struggles and the divine. But here's the secret. This isn't just about salvation, it's about evolution. The coming of the world teacher isn't merely to rescue us, but to ignite within us the realization that we are creators, divine beings capable of unimaginable transformation. In this video, we will unravel the profound mysteries of this reappearance. We'll explore how humanity's collective cry has summoned this presence, how ancient teachings and modern crises converge, and what this new chapter in spiritual history means for each of us. The question isn't whether the world teacher will return, it's whether we'll be ready when he does. Stay with us as we embark on a journey through esoteric truths, historical insights, and spiritual revelations that hold the power to reshape our world. Throughout history, a recurring pattern has emerged, one as ancient as humanity itself. It is the law of cyclical appearances, where divine figures arise at pivotal moments to guide humanity. This is no coincidence. It is a universal law, a rhythm woven into the fabric of existence. When humanity's collective cry reaches a critical pitch, when the burdens of existence feel overwhelming, and answers seem beyond our grasp, a mediator appears, not as a rescuer but as a mirror, reflecting back to us the divine potential we have forgotten. This figure embodies what we are meant to become, stepping forward when the time is ripe. History offers countless examples. Lord Krishna appeared in the Mahabharata, offering wisdom to a civilization on the brink of chaos. Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, presenting the eightfold path to a suffering world. Jesus of Nazareth revealed the transformative power of love and sacrifice. Each figure emerged not by chance, but because humanity had reached a point where their guidance was both necessary and possible. This law transcends religion. It is a principle of evolution. Just as seasons bring cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, so too do these spiritual appearances mark critical turning points in our collective journey. They signal humanity's readiness to rise beyond current limitations and into a higher state of being. Yet, these appearances are not automatic. They are invoked, called forth by humanity itself. When our collective consciousness yearns deeply enough, when our need for transformation outweighs our resistance to it, the conditions are set for the teacher to emerge. It is as though our collective will opens a door, allowing higher energies to enter our world. Today, we stand at such a threshold. Across the globe, people are awakening, seeking answers that go beyond materialism and division. There is a yearning for unity, for meaning, for a connection that transcends borders and beliefs. This yearning has created the conditions for a new manifestation, the reappearance of the world teacher, the embodiment of the Christ principle. The esoteric meaning of the Christ principle. The term Christ has echoed through centuries of religious and spiritual teachings, yet its true essence often remains obscured by dogma and misunderstanding. For many, Christ is seen as a person, a singular figure who walked the earth. However, in esoteric traditions, Christ is not an individual but a divine consciousness, an office, a role within the great spiritual hierarchy guiding humanity's evolution. This principle transcends any single religion or culture. It is universal. To Christians, it is Christ. To Hindus, it is Krishna. To Buddhists, it is Maitreya. Each name represents the same cosmic force, a universal energy of love, wisdom, and enlightenment that manifests to guide humanity during critical times. Lord Maitreya, the current holder of the Christ office, has been present throughout human history. Esoteric teachings reveal that this divine consciousness overshadowed Krishna over 5,000 years ago, inspiring the profound teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. 2,000 years ago, it overshadowed Jesus, empowering his mission to reveal the nature of God as love and unity. Each manifestation bridges the human and the divine, awakening within us the potential to become more than we ever imagined. What makes the Christ principle extraordinary is that it is not exclusive to a select few, it resides within all of us. You are God's, Jesus proclaimed, a literal affirmation of our divine inheritance. The Christ energy is a spark within each person, urging us toward our highest potential. It operates as a unifying force, dissolving barriers and distinctions. Where humanity sees division, good versus evil, believer versus non-believer, the Christ principle sees connection, binding us as children of the same source. This energy does not impose rules or doctrines. Instead, it reveals universal truths that transcend religion and nationality. Yet, over centuries, its essence has often been misunderstood. Religious institutions have reduced it to rituals and dogmas, creating intermediaries between humanity and the divine, precisely the opposite of its purpose. In its purest form, the Christ principle teaches that the divine is not external but a reality within us, accessible through love, service, and the expansion of consciousness. As we stand at the threshold of the Aquarian age, this principle takes on new urgency. The Christ energy seeks to emerge not through one figure alone, but through humanity as a whole. We are being called to embody it, to live as creators of harmony, love, and justice in a world crying out for transformation. What does this mean for the reappearance of the world teacher? It means his return is not just an external event but an invitation, a call to awaken the Christ principle within ourselves. When he comes again, it won't be to lead us from the front, but to empower us to lead ourselves, to become co-creators of the world we envision. This raises deeper questions. Why now? What makes this moment so pivotal? And how is humanity's current state of consciousness preparing us for this extraordinary event? These are the questions we must explore as we prepare for this new chapter in our collective evolution. The current state of humanity. Why now? Everywhere we look, the world seems to be in turmoil. Economies are strained, ecosystems are collapsing, and political systems appear unable to serve the people they were created to help. Division runs deep, between nations, within communities, and even within ourselves. At first glance, it may feel like everything is falling apart. But what if this chaos is not an ending, but a beginning? Throughout history, the greatest transformations have emerged from moments of crisis. These periods force humanity to confront its limitations and inspire us to evolve beyond them. Today, we stand at such a crossroads. The old ways are crumbling, and in their place, new possibilities are beginning to take shape. One of the most profound shifts we are experiencing is an awareness of our interconnectedness. Climate change, global pandemics, and economic inequality have shown us that no nation and no individual exists in isolation. What happens in one part of the world ripples across the entire planet. This understanding is more than practical, it is spiritual. It aligns with a deeper truth: humanity is one, connected not only to each other but to all life. This realization marks the transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. The Piscean Age was characterized by division, us versus them, belief versus non-belief. It was an era of devotion, but also of dogma, where idealism often led to separation and conflict. The Aquarian Age, however, brings a new energy, an energy of unity, collective action, and shared purpose. Its values, cooperation, inclusivity, and service, are beginning to take root, even amidst today's turmoil. We see this shift in the growing global movements for justice, equality, and environmental stewardship. These aren't isolated trends. They are the birth pains of a new era. Humanity is starting to recognize that our true power lies not in dominance, but in harmony. Not in taking, but in sharing. Yet, this transition is not without resistance. Old structures, political, economic, and even spiritual, cling to their power, resisting the change that threatens their foundations. This is why the reappearance of the world teacher is so timely. His role is not to destroy these structures, but to reveal their inadequacies and guide humanity towards something better. The challenges we face today are not insurmountable obstacles. They are invitations. Invitations to evolve, to awaken, and to step into our potential as co-creators of a new world. This is why the world teacher comes now, not because humanity is broken, but because humanity is ready. Ready to leave behind the illusions of separation and embrace the reality of oneness. Ready to align with the energies of love, wisdom, and service that will define the coming age. But his return is not automatic. It is not a passive event. It depends on us, on our readiness, our willingness to change, and our ability to create the conditions for his work. As we prepare for the world teacher's reappearance, it is essential to understand the role of those who walk alongside him, the masters of wisdom. Who are these beings? What roles have they played in humanity's evolution? And how will they guide us into this new age? These are the questions we must explore as we delve into the profound mysteries of the masters of wisdom and their work. The role of the masters of wisdom. Throughout human history, whispers of hidden guides have surfaced in myths, legends, and esoteric teachings. These beings are known as the masters of wisdom, individuals who have transcended the ordinary human experience, attaining spiritual enlightenment and mastery over the forces of existence. But who are they, and why are they so crucial to humanity's evolution? The masters of wisdom are not mythical beings or gods. They are members of the human family who have walked the same path we tread today. Through countless lifetimes of effort, they have completed the journey of spiritual evolution that all of us are destined to undertake. They have endured the trials of life, mastered the lessons of the physical, emotional, and mental planes, and emerged as perfected beings. Far from leaving humanity behind, these masters chose to remain connected to the world, becoming its silent custodians. They work selflessly, not for personal gain but for the greater good, guiding humanity through cycles of growth, crisis, and transformation. In esoteric traditions, they are considered the spiritual hierarchy of the planet, the unseen stewards working tirelessly behind the scenes to implement the divine plan for human evolution. Hints of their existence have been passed down for centuries and were revealed more fully in modern times through the work of H.P. Blavatsky, co-founder of the Theosophical Society, and later expanded upon by Alice Bailey and other esoteric thinkers. These teachings describe the masters as the bridge between humanity and divinity, mediators who channel spiritual knowledge and energy to aid in our collective progress. The influence of the masters can be traced throughout human history. Each great leap forward in science, philosophy, art, and religion bears their imprint. They have inspired thinkers, visionaries, and reformers, planting the seeds of ideas that elevate human consciousness. From the spiritual revelations of ancient civilizations to the breakthroughs of the modern era, the masters have been the unseen architects of humanity's unfolding potential. Yet, their work has largely remained invisible by design. The masters of wisdom do not seek recognition or power, they seek results. They understand that humanity's growth must come from within, not from reliance on external forces. Their role is to guide, not control, to teach, not dominate. Now, however, The world stands at a critical turning point, and their work is becoming more visible. With the anticipated reappearance of the world teacher, the masters will no longer remain entirely hidden. They will play a vital role in preparing humanity for the next stage of evolution. Together with the world teacher, they will act as catalysts for profound change, helping to dismantle outdated systems and usher in new structures based on wisdom, justice, and cooperation. The teachings of the masters emphasize a core truth: humanity is not separate from divinity. Each of us carries the potential to become like them, enlightened, wise, and in harmony with the greater whole. They remind us that we are not alone on this journey. Having walked this path themselves, they now illuminate the way forward. As we move closer to the reappearance of the world teacher, the role of the masters will become increasingly significant. They will guide humanity through the challenges of transition, helping us unlock the spiritual potential that has always been within us. This raises a profound question: how has humanity's evolutionary journey, guided by these masters, prepared us for the reappearance of the world teacher? What stages of growth have led us to this pivotal moment? Let us explore this journey and its spiritual significance as we uncover the path toward humanity's collective awakening. Humanity's evolutionary journey. In esoteric teachings, humanity's evolution is seen as a deliberate and guided process, neither random nor solely driven by survival. It is part of a divine plan overseen by the spiritual hierarchy of masters, unfolding through distinct stages. Each stage develops a specific aspect of our being: physical, emotional, mental, and ultimately spiritual. The first stage of this journey began during the era of Lemuria, an ancient civilization shrouded in mystery. In this phase, the focus was on coordinating the physical body. Early humanity was learning to survive, adapt, and thrive in a material world. This era is tied to myths of giants, as it is said that our ancestors' physical forms were larger and more primal. As the physical body was refined, humanity laid the foundation for higher evolution. The focus then shifted to the emotional plane during the time of Atlantis, a civilization renowned for its advanced knowledge and power. This era was pivotal in developing humanity's astral or emotional body, giving rise to a deeper feeling of nature. However, Atlantis also faced significant challenges. While it achieved extraordinary technological and spiritual advancements, its people struggled with the misuse of power. The downfall of Atlantis serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that knowledge without wisdom leads to destruction. Guided by materialism and selfishness, the Atlanteans unleashed forces they could not control, resulting in the collapse of their civilization. Yet, even in tragedy, valuable lessons were learned. Humanity began to understand the necessity of aligning power with spiritual principles, a theme that continues to resonate today. Following Atlantis, humanity entered the current phase of evolution, known as the Fifth Root Race. This stage is centered on the development of the mind, marked by the rise of reasoning, intellect, and individuality. Science, philosophy, and art have flourished, reflecting the refinement of our mental body and enabling profound exploration of the world. However, this intellectual growth brought new challenges, including the illusion of separation. Our capacity to think and reason has often been used to divide rather than unite. We see ourselves as distinct from others, from nature, and even from the divine. This fragmented worldview is at the root of many modern crises, disconnecting us from the whole. Now, humanity stands on the cusp of the next stage of evolution, the awakening of the spiritual body. In this phase, the physical, emotional, and mental aspects will be brought into harmony, opening the door to a higher state of being. This is a stage of synthesis, where dualities dissolve, and we embrace the interconnectedness of all life. The Masters of Wisdom, who have guided humanity through each phase of this journey, play a crucial role in this transition. Their work is now more significant than ever with the anticipated reappearance of the world teacher. Together, they will help humanity step into this next stage, a phase where survival and individuality give way to divine potential. For each of us, this evolution is not just a collective journey, it is deeply personal. We are called to grow, transform, and embody the divine spark within. This is the true purpose of our existence, to realize our innate divinity and contribute to the unfolding plan for humanity. The reappearance of the World Teacher is central to this grand narrative. His role is to help humanity unlock its highest potential by guiding us toward a new paradigm that transcends the boundaries of the old world. This paradigm envisions a future defined not by division but by unity, not by dominance but by cooperation. As we prepare for this monumental event, we are invited to reflect on what it means for us as individuals and as a collective. How can we align ourselves with this higher vision? What steps can we take to awaken the spiritual potential within us? To explore these questions is to begin uncovering Christ's new paradigm, a vision for humanity's future that promises to reshape our world and guide us into an era of harmony, wisdom, and love. Let us delve into this profound vision and the promise it holds for our evolution. The reappearance of the Christ, a new paradigm. For centuries, humanity has envisioned the return of Christ as a dramatic and miraculous event, a single figure descending from the heavens to restore order to the world. But what if this interpretation misunderstands the true nature of the reappearance? What if, instead of repeating the past, the Christ is preparing to lead humanity into something entirely new? Esoteric teachings suggest that the Christ's return will not mirror his previous appearances. This is not about recreating the past, it is about aligning humanity with the future. The Christ does not come to rescue us or impose divine authority. Instead, he comes to empower, to awaken within us the realization that we are creators of our own destiny. His reappearance marks the dawn of a new paradigm, one that moves beyond hierarchical structures and rigid doctrines of the past. This time, the Christ will not return as a religious figure confined to a single tradition or belief system. He will embody universal truths that unite all spiritual paths. His message will transcend divisions, fostering inclusivity and bridging the divides that have long separated humanity into factions. In this new paradigm, the Christ's role will extend far beyond matters of faith. He will address the pressing issues of our time: politics, economics, science, and education. The old boundaries between the spiritual and the secular will dissolve, giving way to a holistic vision of life where every aspect of existence reflects divine principles. Imagine a world where governance is guided by wisdom, not greed, where economies prioritize sharing and equity over competition, where science serves the collective good, and where education nurtures both intellect and spirit. This is the vision the Christ brings, a blueprint for a world aligned with the values of the age of Aquarius: unity, cooperation, and service to the whole. But this new paradigm is not about placing all responsibility on the Christ. It is about partnership. Humanity must rise to meet him, co-creating the changes that will define this new era. His presence will catalyze transformation, but the work must be done by us. Each of us has a role to play in manifesting this vision, aligning our lives with the principles of love, justice, and compassion. A key aspect of this reappearance is the Christ's recognition of modern communication tools. Unlike in the past, when his message was confined to a specific region, today his teachings will reach the entire world through the internet, media, and instantaneous global connections. His words will have the potential to touch every corner of the planet, enabling a truly global awakening. Yet, this accessibility presents unique challenges. The modern world is rife with skepticism, misinformation, and distraction. False teachers and self-proclaimed messiahs abound, and the Christ's true message could easily be drowned out by the noise. This is why discernment will be vital. Humanity must cultivate the ability to recognize the energy of truth and love that the Christ embodies. As the Christ steps into this new paradigm, his work will address both humanity's external challenges and its internal transformation. He will call on us to awaken the Christ principle within ourselves, urging us to become active participants in the evolution of a higher consciousness. His reappearance is not just an event, it is an invitation, a call to action for each of us to embody the change we wish to see in the world. The Christ's return is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where humanity rises to its full potential, breaking free from the barriers of the past and embracing the possibilities of the future. It is an era where divine principles are no longer abstract ideals but living realities, shaping every aspect of existence. As we prepare for this momentous event, one vital question remains: what can we do to ensure that we are ready? How can we align ourselves with the energies of this new paradigm and create the conditions for the Christ's work to unfold? Let us now explore how we can prepare, both individually and collectively, for the reappearance of the world teacher. Together, we will uncover what it means to take responsibility for humanity's transformation and the realization of a new era. Preparing for the reappearance. The reappearance of the Christ is not merely an event to witness, it is a process requiring our active participation. Transformation does not happen through passive hope or waiting, it demands action. Humanity must create the conditions necessary for the world teacher's work to unfold, and this preparation begins with us, both individually and collectively. At the core of this preparation is the principle of right human relations. The Christ cannot fully manifest his work in a world fractured by division and hostility. His return depends on our willingness to build bridges instead of walls, to see others not as adversaries but as reflections of the same divine source. This is not just an ideal but a practical necessity. Every act of kindness and every effort to heal divisions contributes to creating a world receptive to his energy. Right human relations must extend beyond personal interactions to transform our political, economic, and social systems. The Christ's teachings emphasize justice and equity, urging us to reimagine a world where resources are shared and everyone's needs are met. True prosperity comes not from hoarding wealth but from sharing it, not from domination, but from uplifting others. Collectively, we must also address the ecological crisis, which stems from humanity's disconnection from the natural world. The Christ cannot fully work in a world that disregards the planet that sustains us. Preparing for his reappearance means restoring harmony with nature and recognizing that humanity is deeply intertwined with the Earth's fate. On an individual level, preparation requires inner transformation, awakening the Christ principle within ourselves. This means embracing love, compassion, and service as guiding forces in our lives. It involves cultivating mindfulness and breaking free from the illusions of fear, greed, and separation. The Christ's return is not solely an external event, it is a call to awaken the divine within. Discernment is also crucial in a world filled with conflicting messages. Recognizing truth is not only about intellectual understanding, but also intuitive alignment with the energies of love and wisdom that the Christ embodies. Developing this ability allows us to navigate through distractions and remain aligned with the higher purpose. Finally, preparation requires invoking his presence. Throughout history, humanity's collective invocation has paved the way for divine appearances. Prayer, meditation, and acts of service are powerful tools for inviting the Christ's energy into the world. Through these collective efforts, we build the bridge for his reappearance. The Christ's return is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where humanity rises to its full potential, breaking free from the barriers of the past and embracing the possibilities of the future. It is an era where divine principles are no longer abstract ideals but living realities, shaping every aspect of existence. As we prepare for this momentous event, one vital question remains: what can we do to ensure that we are ready? How can we align ourselves with the energies of this new paradigm and create the conditions for the Christ's work to unfold? Let us now explore how we can prepare, both individually and collectively, for the reappearance of the world teacher. Together, we will uncover what it means to take responsibility for humanity's transformation and the realization of a new era. The promise of a golden age. Imagine a world where unity replaces division, where love and wisdom guide every decision, and where humanity finally realizes its divine potential. This is the promise of the Golden Age, a time foretold by spiritual traditions and envisioned by the masters of wisdom. It is not a utopia handed to us but a reality we co-create, step by step, through our actions, intentions, and consciousness. In this new era, humanity will live in harmony with one another and with the earth. The barriers that separate nations, cultures, and religions will dissolve in the light of a shared understanding of our interconnectedness. Justice will no longer be an abstract ideal but a lived reality, evident in our systems of governance, economics, and education. Resources will be shared equitably, ensuring that no one is left behind, while the spirit of cooperation will replace competition. Science and spirituality, long viewed as opposites, will converge in the Golden Age. Technological advancements will no longer exploit the planet, but harmonize with its natural rhythms. The mysteries of the universe will be explored not just through intellect, but through the wisdom of the heart, revealing deeper truths about our place in the cosmos. At the heart of this transformation will be the awakening of the human spirit. We will no longer see ourselves as isolated individuals, but as expressions of the divine, each playing a unique role in the greater whole. The Christ principle will no longer be a distant ideal but a living reality within us, shaping our relationships, communities, and the world. But this promise is not guaranteed, it is an opportunity. The reappearance of the world teacher marks the beginning of this journey, not its end. His guidance will illuminate the path, but the steps must be taken by us. The promise of a golden age is not just a vision of the future, it is an invitation for the present. It calls us to live with purpose, to act with love, and to align ourselves with the energies of transformation. The Christ's return is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where humanity rises to its full potential, breaking free from the barriers of the past and embracing the possibilities of the future. It is an era where divine principles are no longer abstract ideals but living realities, shaping every aspect of existence. As we prepare for this momentous event, one vital question remains: what can we do to ensure that we are ready? How can we align ourselves with the energies of this new paradigm and create the conditions for the Christ's work to unfold? Let us now explore how we can prepare, both individually and collectively, for the reappearance of the world teacher. Together, we will uncover what it means to take responsibility for humanity's transformation and the realization of a new era. Conclusion and call to action. The power to create this world lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. As we conclude this exploration, we are left with a simple yet profound question: will we answer the call? The power to create this world lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. As we conclude this exploration, we are left with a simple yet profound question: will we answer the call? Imagine a world where unity replaces division, where love and wisdom guide every decision, and where humanity finally realizes its divine potential. This is the promise of the Golden Age, a time foretold by spiritual traditions and envisioned by the masters of wisdom. It is not a utopia handed to us but a reality we co-create, step by step, through our actions, intentions, and consciousness. In this new era, humanity will live in harmony with one another and with the earth. The barriers that separate nations, cultures, and religions will dissolve in the light of a shared understanding of our interconnectedness. Justice will no longer be an abstract ideal but a lived reality, evident in our systems of governance, economics, and education. Resources will be shared equitably, ensuring that no one is left behind, while the spirit of cooperation will replace competition. So, I ask you, are you ready to answer this call? Are you prepared to awaken the Christ principle within yourself and live as the divine being you are meant to be? The world is waiting for you to step into your power, align with the energies of this coming age, and co-create the golden age that lies within our reach. This is not a time for passive waiting, it is a time for active, conscious living. The world needs your light, your wisdom, and your love. Every step you take towards spiritual awakening and every moment you live in alignment with higher principles contributes to the greater transformation of the planet. Together we can build a world where love, wisdom, and justice reign, a world where the Christ energy flows freely within each of us, guiding us to live as the divine beings we truly are. The question is no longer what if. The question is will you? Will you choose to be part of this transformation? The time has come. The invitation is before you. Will you answer the call? Will you step into the light of the new world, the golden age that awaits? The Christ is already within you. The world is ready to see you shine. The journey begins now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our latest videos. If you have some extra time, feel free to check out more videos on the channel.